Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a fantastic weekend. This has been a very tough time in the market here lately. We have definitely been experiencing a pullback. I want to tell you to just stick with your strategies. This is just a pullback, not a market correction. So I am not one to close all of my bullish long positions when the market is pulling back. And it is important to understand the difference between a pull back, a correction, and a all-out crash. Now, this has been very concerning. There are lots of things going on in the market. Definitely, there is lots of fear out there. But I'm going to talk about where I think the market is going, but some different areas to watch for. And in this video, I am going to give you 7 stocks that should help you through these tough times. And the top 2 stocks are 2 stocks that I have not talked about before, so you will want to stay till the end of the video. Now, I am not a financial advisor. I am just a stock trader who's had a lot of success trading in the market, but over the last 30 days, my calls are down 10.83%, so I've been having a tough time in the last 30 days. Also, just experiencing a pullback. But year to date, overall, up 165.07%. That is following the insider swing play. Also, my dividend strategy and some other strategies have really helped me, the PDUFA run-up play, and others that have helped me out greatly in this year. Before we get going, if you could do me a favor, please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. Also, if you have not done so before, please subscribe and turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when a new video comes out. We do have a Patreon group. I have a link in the description down below. You will want to be a part of that group. Each and every day I give out 2 hot stocks in the morning, and those have been performing extremely well, especially the last couple of days, even with this market pullback. And I think I'm about to get hot with those different types of picks. I'm going to kind of talk about where I think the market's going and why I think that. It's always a good strategy to take a look at your trades and to track your trades by strategy. Now, this was a very tough week. You're going to see this in this reporting, but I report the good and the bad, all of my sales, no matter what. And for the insider swing play, I sold TALO for a 1.63% gain, sold BDSI for a 17.13% loss, sold DNUT for a 1.18% loss, sold DKNG for a 15.66% loss, sold DPW for an 11.2% loss. So yes, that is rather tough. On Friday, specifically Friday, sold ACHR for an 8.82% gain, sold KD for a 6.45% gain, sold EVER for a 19.22% loss, sold TMDX for a 6.85% loss, and sold ASAN for a 37.14% loss. That one was really unfortunate. They had fantastic earnings, lots of insider activity. I did not think that that was going to happen. They really had a terrific earnings report, but the stock fell. And so 3 out of 10 this last week, 30% win rate, average loss per pick of 9.14%. So just really tough. Most of the time, this strategy has a 70% win rate. This is over the last 5 years, has averaged a 70% win rate with an average gain per pick of 3%, even with these tough times. In the PDUFA run-up play, had a couple stocks that sold. BTAI sold for a 13.21% loss, and DARE sold for a 4.77% gain. So that's 1 out of 2, 50% win rate, average loss per pick of 4.22%. Typically, that one does a lot better. Well, let's get into the SPY. Let's take a look at the market, and let's really kind of dive into some of the numbers here and get into some stocks and start talking about some stocks that have positive catalysts behind them that I think are going to do very well. All right, so let's take a look. As you can see, we've had this serious pullback. This has been a whipsaw here to an all-time high, and then bam, all the way back down to this 50 SMA. Now, those who've been watching these videos, I talked about this as a possibility that we could be coming all the way back to that. But one thing I really like to see is, yes, we've come down to that, but we've been holding above. So it came down here, then we whipsawed up immediately as this was an overreaction. Whipsawed up, came down way low, but then came back to this 50 SMA line. So this is showing to be a very strong set of support. And so here are the things to watch for. Breaking down below 450 is a big deal. If we break down below 450 on the SPY, we could be in what I would see as a full-on correction. Now, that isn't what I think is going to happen. You can see I'm tracking the Elliott wave. This is a wave 1, and this is a very long wave 2. But this was a very long wave 1 also, and so I see this as a pullback to the 50 SMA, and then we start wave 3 moving up for a Santa rally. Now, that is one thing that can happen. I believe a lot of people have gotten over aggressive in shorting stocks, and there's been a lot of panic, and a lot of those weak hands are now out of the market, and I can see them coming back in the market starting to squeeze as we move upwards. Now, we have a gap up here. There is a small gap up here at 465, 466, and so getting back to that level is a big deal. If we get past that, we will see all-time highs. I could see us get as high as 480 or maybe even 500 by the end of the year. That is one thing that could happen. Another thing that could happen is this could break down. This could happen as fear continues to be a big deal. Fear is increasing. The VIX is high. And so one thing to watch for is this 450 level. If we break down below here, then that could signal a full-on correction. But I really think this was more like a weak AB, kind of an ABC kind of deal here, and that we bounce from here and move on and upwards. But it shall be interesting to see what happens Monday morning. I have some stocks that, because they have catalysts behind them or in front of them, should outperform the market. So here are 7 stocks that I think are going to do extremely well this next week and should continue to do well. And the first stock in this list is Safehold, ticker symbol SAFE, and this did have a pretty decent week. This is an insider swing play. My target for this is $100 a share. If you've been watching these videos, you know this one's been here a long time. We've had massive insider activity. iStar continues to buy. They buy and they buy and they buy. They don't care that it's come way down here. They're just getting a better deal, and they continue to buy. Now, this buying pressure will break through at some point as it continues. There were more buys this last week. And this last week, this stock did move up this and did pretty well in the last week. So my average in it $73.50. Since calling this out, it is down 2.53%, but it continues to have insider activity, and I think this is one that's going to do very well and outperform the market. The next is Aqst. This is Aquestive Therapeutics. This is a PDUFA run-up play and ticker symbol AQST. My target for this in the short term is $9.10. My average in it is $6.18. Since calling it out, though, it is down a lot. It's down 21.62%. So this pattern down has been very severe. We've passed below the 50 SMA, so we are looking for it to bounce back and bounce back above this line and get past it possibly and continue moving upwards. Now, if it doesn't, there's an upcoming PDUFA date of December 23rd, but the concern with this stock is with the PDUFA strategy is whenever coronavirus comes up, it does affect this strategy, and the reason being is because people are afraid that the FDA will stop visiting facilities and give out approvals and use coronavirus and the other variants as a reason for doing such. And so that is what could happen, but I expect this to really, really move. This is a powerful PDUFA and a very significant drug up for approval, so I expect this one to run as we get closer to the date. All right, let's move on to the next. The next is Bitfarm, ticker symbol BITF, and crypto is coming back down and having the same kind of thing, but we are coming back down to this 50 SMA line. Again, another catapult for where we can move upwards. We had a strong wave 1 here. This has been very choppy all the way down here, but I expect that it will continue up. Anyway, my price target for this is $20 a share. This is a value play. My average in at $7.25 since calling this out is down 13.79%. So not great, but they have more hash and market cap than any other, better than Mara, better than Hut, better than Riot. So as Bitcoin continues to turn upwards, BITF is a stock that's really going to benefit as it moves up. So I like it for a big move along with BTC. So I think this one's going to be really good. All right, let's move on to the next. And number 4 is Zerus. This is Zerus Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol XERS. They have a PDUFA date of January 1st. My price target for this in the short term is $2.25. My average in it is $2.55. My average in it's $2.20. Since calling this out is down 7.27%. So like a lot of stocks, this one's been down also. Drug approval upcoming. This is for Cushing's, and so this is a very important and significant drug. And so this should run up to its PDUFA date. It was really doing well, and then we kind of had the smackdown here lately that's really moved it up. Now, biopharm stocks really move with the Russell, and so when the Russell is struggling, you're going to have struggling with the PDUFA run-up play. So that is one indice to kind of watch and kind of see what's kind of going on. The next pick, let's go on. This is number 3, and this is PLYA. This is Playa Hotel. And ticker symbol PLYA. This is an insider swing play. My price target for this is $7.70. I like this for a big move upwards to close this gap up. And also we've had some significant insider activity. My average in this is $6.96. This was one of my hot picks that I call out in my Discord, and so this one's really moved since that time, or it's up 4.17% since calling it out. That is very good considering with what's going on in the market. This has been beating the market pretty heavily. Saginor Financial is buying up shares in big amounts, and they're doing so day after day. They paid an average anywhere between $7.10 to $7.74. And so this one has been responding to the insider activity, and I don't expect it to stop. I think that this one will be a really good one upcoming into this week due to that insider activity. All right, now number 2 and number 1 are the 2 hot stocks that I called out on Friday. Called them out Friday in our Discord, and both did pretty well. Pretty happy with how they did. The first one only up 1.06% since calling it out. This is Copang, ticker symbol CPNG. This is an insider swing play. My first target price for this is $27.50. My second is $29.85. My average in it is $26.27. Nice $16 million insider purchase, so very, very good. You can see here, this is a fantastic value as we've got a good score on the RSI here, on the daily RSI. We are picking up momentum on the MACD also, and could have a golden cross here, especially as we move above this 50 SMA, and we were above it, but this market has beaten it down like a lot of stocks. The insiders have come in and rescued it the last couple of days, and I expect that to continue. This is one that really, really could move. I'm liking this for a big move upwards. Let's get to number 1, and number 1 is Alma Pharma, ticker symbol OLMA. This is an insider swing play. Target price $19 a share. I'm not kidding. I really think this could happen. My average in it is $9.73 since calling this out early on Friday morning in our Discord. It is up 7.24%. Another reason why you'd want to be a part of that basic membership. Friday was a horrible day on the stock market, and yet had a 7% gain on a stock that we called out in the morning. And there is huge opportunity for this to move much, much higher. And I think this is going to be huge as it moves upwards. We have this gigantic dip here, and billionaire Mark Lampert said, "Thank you very much. That's the nicest thing that anyone's ever done for me." Just as the song at the end of Scrooge, I just picture this billionaire sitting there seeing this huge sell-off and saying, "Thank you very much," and buying up shares, because what a deal. What a phenomenal, ridiculous, oversold, ridiculous overreaction to news. And so this was a fantastic opportunity. Seeing that insider activity, was able to jump on this and make some money in our group. This one looks really, really great for a huge, huge move upwards. You are not too late. I think there's plenty of room to run, especially with this ridiculous oversold position. We are not even to 30 yet. This one is stupid. Of course, this stock doesn't deserve this. That's why it's up in after hours. Also, an additional percentage, a couple of percentage points. I expect this to run really, really nicely. I wish you all the best in the stock market. Please stay diligent. Only buy stocks that you have a strategy for it. If you don't have any strategies, check out some of mine. I have some great strategies and some great ideas. And the way to do that is to be in our Discord group. And I hope to see you there. I wish you all the best, and Raythoven out.